A room full of the most powerful executives in the music industry. One word written across the face, walks in and sits down across the table. By the time the meeting ends, the room is dead silent. Not because the argument was lost, because it was already won. $10 million an album. 6 albums. One of the richest deals in music history. And none of it was enough. 1977. Prince is 18 years old, with a demo tape and a signature on Warner Bros. Contract. The debut album that follows is basically a one-man job. Nearly every instrument's played solo, because nobody believed in it yet. 7 years later, Purple Rain changed everything. Then, in 1999, Sign of the Times releases. The kid with the demo tape is now the label's safest bet in the building. 1992, the new deal lands. $10 million a record, 25% royalties. On paper, the best contract of the decade. In practice, a trap with a really good lighting. Buried in the fine print, Warner owned the masters. Every recording, forever. Not shared, not licensed. Owned. 6 words summed up the whole fight. If you don't own your masters own you. The problem was speed. Some nights, a full song got finished before sunrise. Warner's whole business model ran on the opposite. Slow releases, spaced out, protecting the price tag on every record. A simple request went in. Sell the masters back. Denied. 1993. The name Prince gets legally deleted. In its place, a symbol nobody can pronounce. The name Prince was Warner's property. A brand, a trademark, a line item. The man underneath it was not. That distinction became impossible to miss. Newspapers had no choice but to print the artist formerly known as Prince, because there was no other way left to say it. 1995. The Brit Awards. That word back on the face. Not for the first time, but the biggest stage yet. The explanation came later. Put that word in front of a room full of executives and the whole tone of the meeting shifts. Business gets harder to talk about when it's staring back at you like that. Exactly the point. Then came the flood. Album after album, released on purpose, straight through the schedule Warner had built to slow it all down. Warner didn't blink. Releases got delayed, restricted. Years of it, expensive, public, ugly for both sides. They did everything the contract required, then left. Emancipation comes out next. 3 discs. An independent label. A title that wasn't subtle and wasn't supposed to be. Freedom to make music on his own terms, finally. But the one thing actually worth fighting for was that every master was already recorded and was locked in somebody else's vault. Most artists never see that vault open again. One rule in copyright law rarely makes headlines. After 35 years, ownership of a recording can legally return to the artist who made it. That deadline had a date, and the date was circled. 2014. Warner Bros. Comes back to the table. This time on different terms. The masters change hands. Purple Rain gets a 30th anniversary reissue, owned for the first time by the man who made it. The same room that once said it was too uncomfortable to do business with that word staring back at them ends up handing over everything that word ever stood for.